Hello once again, welcome back everyone. Thanks again for joining me at Illuminum Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and do your reading today for the fire signs, the feisty ones. We're going to start with, today we're going to go with the cardinal sign, which is going to be Aries. Yes, if my memory serves me correctly. So it's a bit late here, so bear with me. I've barely caffeinated, so I'm going to go ahead and just spill out whatever comes. So, again, we're going to be channeling the Queen of Swords energy as always. So this is kind of a no BS tarot channel, and I'm going to go ahead and give the best readings that I can to you, the listener. Thanks so much for joining me again. Just be mindful of any scammers that are out there, people that are, pretending to be me or other tarot readers on the internet. Please be mindful that, you do need to go through the correct channels in order for you to get the best reading that you can, and so that you don't get duped out of your hard-earned cash, because they are out there. The truth is out there too. Anyways, we're going to be moving into the fire signs. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick reading based on the Rider-Waite deck, as well as steampunk. And we're also going to pull some moonology cards for you. If you like this, please give a like, share, and subscribe. Do appreciate your support. This is a new channel, so I'm trying my best to get things off the ground, but I promise you that I'll get myself together. Despite being a Virgo moon, I do tend to be a bit messy at times. Anyways, that being said, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. Okay, so let's get started. All right, Spirit, what have you got for us for the sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's already some challenging energy here, so we're going to try that again. Okay. Deck, please work with me. Shuffle. There we go. That's that nice buttery smooth sound I like to hear. Sometimes I wonder if the cloth is fighting with me. What have you got for the sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, and Rising for May 2023. What have you got for the sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, and Rising for May 2023. What have you got to show us for the sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, and Rising 2023. I'm going to pull one more for the deck. Number 4. Reminiscent of the Emperor, who is also number 4. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. All right, let's hop right into it. So how does Aries, where is Aries currently at? Page of Pentacles. What is crossing Aries' current path and trajectory? Six of Pentacles reversed. Going to be interesting. Recent past for Aries. Lovers reversed. Near future. Six of Cups upright. What's underneath it all? Is that the core? Hierophant reversed. What is, oh, that came out quick. Seven of Pentacles. Cards are flying out. Good grief. King of Cups is how you see yourself, dear Aries. And my jumpy cards. Trying to escape the deck. They don't like their other 77 neighbors. Hopes and fears of the Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Last but not least, we have the outcome. All right. Queen of Swords. Whew. There is some drama going on in your life now, isn't there, Aries? You fiery, feisty people. So, let's get started. What do we have here? We have the Page of Pentacles crossed by the Six of Pentacles reversed. Now, this to me kind of indicates a person who is either trying to start something new project, trying to extend maybe let's say, a friendly gesture to someone that they know. Maybe it's because in the past they felt like they have not been giving equally or creating kind of equal give and take scenario. So, and I guess this kind of like gives me a bit of a reconciliation or a makeup energy. I don't know why I'm getting that, because consider these are pentacles. But when you have the Page of Pentacles offering that one pentacle, crossed by the Six of Pentacles, you get the Seven of Pentacles, which actually, if I'm not mistaken, shows up here at the root of what's going on. Or not the root, sorry, what am I saying? What's known about the particular spread. So it indicates to me a person who's kind of thinking about something and doing their best to maybe extend that extra pentacle to try to make things a bit fair, a bit right. We're going to dive right into this and see a little bit more about what's taking place here, but hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it. Now, in the recent past, there was a big disconnect. There's the Lovers reversed, and of course the Lovers being overseen by, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Archangel Raphael. They're two people who are willfully choosing to connect with one another naked and vulnerably. And this, of course, did not happen in the recent past. There was a large disconnect between the two of you, or it could be a disconnect between something that you were very passionate about in the recent past. Now, we look at this and we can also see that, sometimes the Lovers, they say it's a choice. So maybe there was a choice that was supposed to be made and the person did not take the initiative to actually make that decision. Maybe it's just because they weren't feeling it at the time. Maybe it's just because they didn't feel the timing was right. But there was a choice that was just kind of sat on for a bit. We can clarify to see exactly what that choice was about. What is the Lovers reversed about? What is the Lovers reversed about? Again, choice. So, refusing to make a choice on something in the past, indicated here and clarified by the Two of Swords reversed. So that kind of makes things slightly clearer now. Moving into the near future, we have the Six of Cups. Now, what could you be feeling sentimental about? Could this be someone from the past that you didn't choose, or is this something that you feel almost gives me kind of like Four of Cups reverse vibes, where it's a missed opportunity in some sort? But now you're feeling a bit sentimental about this. You have two cards of feeling sentimental. You have the Six of Cups in the near future, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles at the kind of crowning aspect of all of this, like what you are consciously aware of right now. You're kind of reflecting a little bit. You're finding out what you've been investing in the past, and now it seems that you're kind of in your feels about it. And I can kind of see this ties into the King of Cups here. This is you. This is how you see yourself. And ironically, the King of Cups is very much in control of their emotions. It doesn't matter how choppy the waters are around them. They manage to keep it all together. And I guess that's what you're trying to do right now. Being an Aries, you can be quite passionate about things. You can start quickly, stop quickly. But in here, I think you're kind of pulling away from that Aryan energy, because there's not a lot of fire energy here. There's a lot more pentacles, there's a few cups, and then there's a lot of air energy as well. Now, going back, what's underneath all of this? The Hierophant reversed. So this is a person who's could be challenging some of the long-held traditions they've had, either through the family or through their environment around them. Or it could be a person who has simply gone through a divorce, or who has gone through a separation from a long-term relationship. if this is you, and if this resonates with you, then of course you understand what this means. Now, at the core of all of this, this separation or breakup is probably the thing that's on your mind. And it is probably what's dominating your thoughts for quite a bit of time. It is also indicated by this Lovers reversed, Two of Swords reversed, unable to make a decision or refusing to make a decision, or potentially deciding to disconnect from it. The Two of Swords reversed can also be, okay, I've made my mind up, I'm no longer stuck. So choosing to disconnect. Here is the disconnect card, the Hierophant reverse. So it's kind of the death of a long-term relationship. It could have been a marriage, and you may have felt very passionately about that, and you're now reflecting about that in the current. Now, here you are sat in your feelings, and in your environment there is kind of you could say a lack of passion. Maybe no one has stirred your interest yet. You haven't really been able to connect again with love. It seems that love has kind of been on the back burner for a bit. We can find out a little bit why. Because maybe you're thinking about all the happy times that you had in the past. Maybe you're wanting that Ten of Cups so badly right now, but you're still just you're thinking about your Six of Cups at the moment. Now, 10 minus 6 is 4 of Cups. That is the rejection. And when you are rejected, or you have to reject someone, then potentially, that can bring up these feelings of bitterness and pain and sorrow and things of that nature, things that you could be potentially thinking about right now with this disconnect energy. And, my heart's out to you if you have lost someone, if you have separated from someone that you cared deeply about, or things just didn't work out in the current relationship. But that is the nature of relationships anyway. Sometimes they just don't work out, or they teach you a lesson that you need to learn in that particular moment. But, everything has a season, as they say. That can be true. Some people do stay in relationships for a long time, and they do realize I have found my forever person. For other people, there may be a few frogs that you have to kiss in order to get to that final person, the final boss level. But in your environment, this Ace of Wands reversed with the Ten of Cups, it feels like a person who's just kind of like, I wonder if this relationship was for me. I wonder if I made the right decision. Nothing else is really sparking my interest to get back into this long-term commitment, energy. There could be a multitude of reasons. Just take it the best way it resonates with you, but you will know the answers best. I just show the cards here, and that's my job here. That being said, I don't see you as being completely hopeless. While you are reflecting a lot on the past, you are essentially picking yourself off, dusting yourself off, and you're getting in that Page of Wands energy, which is embarking on a new path, something that will be exciting, fulfilling, and nourishing to you. Now, the Page of Wands is a very immature energy. There's a lot of planning that needs to be done. You could be deciding what it is that makes you feel passionate. And I think I was telling a few of the other signs about that. If I'm not mistaken, it was Virgo. So if you've got any Virgo in your chart, you may want to look at the reading that I just recently posted today. But you're off to a new start. And to you, that could probably be something very conducive. It could actually help you to overcome the pain of the past. And again, take it as it resonates. It could have been a job. It could have been a relationship, but I do see this more as relationship material. Thinking about all the investments and all the energy and the time and the effort that you put into a previous relationship, now having to start all over. And that can be a very daunting process for people to deal with. But all things are possible. Now, what is it that you feel passionate about? We'll go ahead, pull some cards for that. Knight of Wands reverse. Perhaps you just kind of want to go out and have some fun, smash around a bit, have a little hookup here and there. You want to explore your options without any kind of, real set goal in mind. It's possible. Maybe that's one of your fears. Maybe you'll fear running into this type of person, because this is the hopes and fears section. So you want a new start. Maybe perhaps you want to avoid the players, the scalawags, the scandalous people, littering the internet and turning it into a desert wasteland, basically. But of course you would know that too, because if you've ever been on a dating app, you know exactly what kind of unsavory characters you can run into. And that kind of elicits the outcome here, the Queen of Swords. This is a person who is tapped into the truth. They see above the clouds. They see above the dross that permeates our lives. And they're able to make clear, decisive measures in their life that allow them to cut free from all of the things that no longer serve them. So if it's another relationship, if you're on a dating app and you're just like, oh, these guys are players, these people are just, chatting shit with me or trying to, get in the trousers or whatnot, then you would be able to cut them out very quickly and decisively. You allow them to come to you, they speak their case, and if what they say doesn't match up, swift, off with their head. This is my off with the head, the Queen of Spades, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the character from Alice in Wonderland, but that's what she reminds me of. Queen of Hearts, yes. Let me get that right. Anyways, she's the one that's off with her head if this person is not living up to their expectations. We'll go ahead and clarify that a little bit more. Why the Queen of Swords, Spirit? God, there you go, the jumpy cards. More swords energy. And it looks like she's holding up this 8th sword against this person with the 7 of Swords. So she knows if people are guilty of the crimes that they're trying to commit in the bedroom, any of these types of things, playing with their heart again, something that you've already had to deal with in the recent past, dealing with a failed relationship, now moving back out into the dating scene, now moving back out into the job world. You have your sword raised against the person who's holding the 7 of Swords reverse. This is the person who has a bit of remorse for what they've done. So hopefully you're not running into someone that you previously dealt with who is now coming back to admit some kind of guilt or to admit some kind of heavy heart and guilty conscience. But you're quickly going to hear their case and cut them out because you are setting boundaries with this person or these types of people, these types of energies that keep, coming in and out of your life. So that's what I see happening with this spread here. It's very clear cut, so it's not a lot to really say about it. What I'm going to do is pull you some oracle cards just for a little bit of extra time. So, Spirit, what advice have you got for sign of Aries? What advice have you got for the sign of Aries? What can the oracle deck teach us today? Bad shuffle. Okay, just going to stop there. Okay. First bit of advice. There's 2 cards come out. Your commitment is being tested. What do you need to release? Oof, there we go. The answers you need are coming. It's kind of playing into what I was just talking about. So, for example, your commitment is being tested. Now, if you were in a committed relationship and you had to let that go, perhaps the person that you let go is coming in to test you, or you could be attempting a reconciliation. I'm not really sure where this is going to go, but, you know, essentially what's happening here is that perhaps your ideas of commitment are being tested, because now you're breaking free from those ideas here in the Hierophant reverse. This can be someone who actually breaks traditions and mores within their society or within their own personal life. So what are you committing to? What is it that you feel is going to be better for you and your life? Another thing is, what do you need to release? Now, if you're holding on to any bitter resentment, because sometimes the Queen of Swords, especially in the reverse, she can be a bit bitter, resentful, bitchy, whatever you want to call it. But I think here, these can be things that you had to deal with in the past. The waning moon, as it's indicated here, shows that this is a cycle that needs to be closed out. And in order to do that, you have to release this. So think a little bit about what it is that's in your life that no longer serves you. Use that Queen Swords energy. This is my bae. Before all others, she is my card that I identify with, being a Libra ascendant. What do you need to release? Cut it out of your life. But first, process it. Heal from it. Accept it. Give gratitude for it, as Rich Lop would say. And then release it. In order to release it, you need the answers. The Queen of Swords is the one who has the answers, or she at least hears the answers from those that approach her. But the answers you need are coming. If this is the person that's coming into your life as the full moon in Gemini, if the person that you have been dealing with was a Gemini or had Gemini in their charts, that person is coming in there with that Gemini energy, which is the Seven of Swords reversed. I typically equate the Queen of Swords with Libra, as with the Empress and other kinds of cards. But you're going to wait for this person to approach you if they do come back into your life. And you're going to ask them to explain themselves. If they don't come correct, they don't come at all. So arm yourself with the knowledge that you've got held right in your hand. And make sure that you use it as a swift determinant into how you're going to choose to live your life from here on out. Don't give up hope, despite falling out in your relationships. All is not lost. As always, with this particular channel, I don't always advocate people going out there to try to find love to erase the pain and the bitterness that they've had to deal with in the recent past or with any other relationships they've had. I prefer that people have a strong relationship to self, so that irrespective of who comes into their life, that they will find that great happiness that they've been seeking all along, which is within. Whew. So I've said quite a bit today, given some advice, laid out the cards. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this as well. Once again, this is Illuminum Tarot. And also, if you would like not a free personal reading. Why do I keep saying that? If you would like a personal reading, feel free to go to the website listed in the description box below. And thank you so much for joining, for your time, your energy, and your efforts. I do appreciate that sincerely. And also, feel free to keep in contact, like, share, and subscribe. And if you can, ding the notification bell, set those to all, so that way you don't miss any updates. I'm going to try to really pick up steam with this channel and get the rest of the readings out for May. So thanks so much for your time and energy. Have a wonderful day. And until then, bye now.